Welcome back to a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in the beautiful south coast in Dorset. This is Sandbanks. This is absolutely one of my favourite places to fish, but I say every place is my favourite, and it really is. There's nowhere I really hate within where I live apart from Chesil Beach. I'm out for early plaice. It might happen, it might not, but let's get those excuses in really early. Poor tide, frozen baits, it's too hot, and whatever excuses I can come out with in this video if I blank. I've got leftover ragworm I had yesterday. I went flounder fishing, absolutely zero, didn't record it, nothing happened at all. It was quite abysmal really, not even a bite, not even a checker bass, nothing. So I've got ragworm today. I've got jammies, baits, razor clams and squid. I'm out and out plaice rigs out there. I've got a wishbone rig out there, my own personal rig, and I've got a 3-hook flapper out there, my own personal rig. Now when I bring them back, I will show you what I've got setup wise. Rod's already out. I've been here probably about 20 minutes. My priority, get them rods out. That is my priority. There we go. Both rods out. One's to the right, one's to the left. And then I've got a post right in front of me, so you've got to be very careful. We're not on a spring tide, so there's no issues of reeling in and getting wrapped around that post, because if you do, your gear's gone. I've got my competition surfs out there today, 3 plaice Continentals from Black Rocks, absolutely love them. And obviously my old Tegras. I have bought new reels, I've just not got round to sorting them out yet. So welcome back to my channel guys. Let's get into a bit of fishing. Hopefully we could get a really early plaice out. Now this is a little bit early for me, but my wife's gone shopping with my daughter. I have bait at home, nothing better than get out, get a bit of fishing in for a few hours, and I can spend the night with my wife. But the car park, £4.10p, that is all day in winter. So it's better than the average 40 quid I pay in the summer if I can actually get down here. So it costs you £4.10p. It's easier to pay on the app, job done. So let's get into a bit of fishing. Let's see if we can get anything from the beautiful coast here in Dorset.
Welcome to Fishing Dorset Live.
Yeah, that sun's really bright this morning. What I've got on, I probably don't even need them, is the old grip lead. But what I have got is a very short pulley rig, which I've made myself. Green and black beads, and little sequins on there to a size 2. I've already got 2 rigs out. I've got a wishbone to the right and a 3-hook flapper to the left. So while they're out there, I'm just going to quickly bait this one up with a bit of rag, tip it with a bit of squid. But once my razors are thawed, I'll tip it with a bit of that. But I basically load it up. It's only a single hook. Just head them. That's all I do. These are quite small rag. These were perfect for the harbour. Probably not so much down here, but all I'm basically doing, just a little bit down from the head, feed them through, put them down the hook. Now I will load this up. I'm not shy with bait. I know a lot of people say, oh, you put too much bait. It is what it is. This is the way I fish. So basically, hook just below the head, pull the hook through and feed it down. I'll do that. I'll probably put 5 or 6 on there. I don't intend to take any more bait home today. This is my last day of fishing for the weekend. Just tilt that camera down a little bit, you can see a little bit better. Just getting a couple more on there. But the idea is I've got one rod close and one rod at distance. Let's get a nice one to tip that off with. So what I do with the last one, I feed it all the way through. Like so. Pour the worm round. What I have done, I've already prepped up the old squid. Let's get a nice chunk of squid there. Where are we? Not very big. Now what I do personally is I put it through once. Actually, I'll put another little bit of squid on. That was quite a small bit, to be fair. I should have put a bigger bit on there. But what this helps, it's an attractor in the water. Well, obviously the white flashing. And all I do, push the beads down, compact all that bait, slide the bead down. That is one beautiful bait. Now, if I was a fish, I would smash that. Then all I do is I clip that down. To a very short pulley. Now this is early for plaice for me, but I didn't want to sit at home, fall asleep on the couch. I wanted to get out fishing, and that's exactly what I'm doing. This is what my channel's about, guys. If I blank, you'll see it. If I catch, you'll see it. This is about what I get up to. I get a few people saying, won't you do this, won't you do that? I ain't going to, guys. This is my channel. This is my fishing life. I don't do what people tell me to do. I go fishing as and when I want, for what species I want. Might sound a bit harsh, but that's why I started my channel. It's my fishing life. And I appreciate everybody that does follow. But there we go. That's one beautiful bait. Ready to go out. And like I say, it is a poor tide. Fishing's all about the trying, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'll give it 10 minutes, and then we'll get this one out there. Right, let's go for the first reel in of the session. The 3-foot flapper on this one, I think it is. Pretty sure it is. Well, I bet that's pretty well gripped in there as she comes. You wouldn't believe this is January. I know I've got a coat on, but I think I'll be taking it off in a minute. No bites yet. We have got a little bit of movement on the tide, but it ain't a lot to talk about. Like I said before, just be very careful if you walk on these rocks. Yeah, all the bait's untouched. Not a good start, and that ain't a very good sign either. So let's quickly get this one off. I've already got the pulley ready to go. So one pulley on. Let's get the pulley bead up. But I've really started enjoying again making rigs. Let's make sure that lines up round the top of the eye there. Have I gone the wrong way or the right way? No, I've gone the wrong way. There we go. One short, little pennant. I'm going to give this one a real good crack to the left hand side. Should be able to get a nice bit of distance for this. Oh yeah, beautiful. Beautiful bit of distance there. There's people actually swimming, believe it or not, to my left. Get that grip lead to bite in a little bit. Come on, bite in. Obviously we're fishing over sand. Of course, she's taken a while to bite in that one. She's bitten. Let's see if that works out. But some beautiful bait out there. And it is all in the trying. See the Isle of Wight in the distance, clear as a bell. Absolutely beautiful it is. This is why I like fishing. Not only the fishing, but the views you get when you're out. But I do prefer early morning plaice fishing. I was going to come this morning, but it was really cold, frosty, and I really kept me bothered to get out of a warm house. So I'll give it my best. Let's get some fresh rig. Let's get some fresh bait on that rig I've just brought in. And I alternate 3 rigs. That way, I'm not sat around waiting. One fisher, Beanie. One fisher do me quite nicely. 3-hook flapper. Now I've got exactly the same again. I've gone. I don't know whether you're going to see properly with the sun. I'm the opposite way round to the sun. But basically green back bleeds with a little spinner, rag, 10 with squid, a 5-ounce gripper. This one right there. I'll turn the camera around so you can actually see the sun. But I think it's 6-ounce red grip on a pulley to a wishbone. Bringing back beads again, absolutely love them. Everyone's got their own choices with beads, but that's my wishbone. Bait's not really touched, to be fair, so what I'll probably end up doing is I'll tip this with a bit of squid, but just freshen it up a little bit, maybe put one worm on there, fresh worm on there, and then we'll get that one back out. But no bites at all at the moment, absolutely nothing. But it is a glorious day to be out for a few hours, and I'll keep persevering. I'll freshen this up, make yourself a cup of tea. Let's see if we can get a fish with this video. Right, first bite on this rod. I've left it for absolutely ages. Whether there's anything here, I don't know. Nah, I can't feel no weight. It's been really quiet. I don't expect anything less, to be honest. Poor tide, and it's daylight, and I don't like fishing daylight. I don't think there's anything on this. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about wishbones. They're always wrapped together. But what I have got, and I'll show you, is the next bait out. I have been swapping my rigs about, even though I've not shown too much on camera. But I swapped over now to a different bait. Whole razor whipped on there. But that's the thing with fishing, unless you're out trying, you don't know what you're going to get. And it is winter time. Let me just drop that camera down a little bit. I think we're a little bit high there. But it is winter time. It's not the best time. So let's get this one out. So it's a whole razor. Right out there, beautifully out there. Let's get that lead gripped in. But yeah, I've tried squid. I got sand eel on my other rod. I put a twin sand eel. Right, she's gripped in. But it's glorious. The amount of people that come up to you when you're fishing and just chat. Sea cat's just gone out, so that's probably going over to Guernsey. No, the weather's a lot better. But there's something from the lack of trying. And these videos are about my fishing life, good or bad. But if you do like the channel, guys, hit the like, subscribe, comment. I see it on Facebook, a lot of people say, oh, don't ask for likes and comments and subscribe. If you're selling something, you've got to promote what you're selling, and obviously you are. You're getting your channel out there, and that's what it is. It don't cost nothing to hit a like, hit a comment. It don't matter what the comment is, and a subscribe. It's totally free. And obviously hit that notification bell. And I'm doing my best to get one fish would be nice. But we've had a little bit of a rundown, and we're on a little bit of a run up, probably about another half hour-ish. And I'm hoping we'll get something out on that. But what a beautiful day to be out fishing. See old Harry in the distance, the rocks, Isle of Wight to my left, clear as a bell, all Hengistbury Head, Bournemouth. The sun's lit it up, it's absolutely stunning. And I'm glad I live here. Right, what you're about to see in the next clip. I didn't have time to grab the camera, and I didn't want to lose this fish. Now, I've been chasing a fish most of my life to get this fish. I never had no scales, I had no measure, I had no way of doing anything really. I'd like to thank the bloke that helped me, took the pictures and stuff on my phone, so I better thank you. I didn't get his name, but there was a lot of people watching me bring this fish in. It is a fish of a lifetime for me. It is the biggest fish of this species that I've caught and held. I was speaking to a few people. You can roughly work out the size of the fish from the picture. Now, my 4 fingers across there is exactly 100mm. So if you're a bit of an anorak or a nerd and you want to check the size of this fish, the picture's there with my hand on it like that. That's 100mm. So if you want to measure that picture, you can roughly find out. I'm not stating anything about the size of this fish. I was just so happy to get it after 4 hours of blanking. And it was a beauty of a fish. So, put a comment in there, guys, how big you reckon this fish was, length and weight. It's already been checked. I have been told. And it is a beauty. And I was so chuffed to get it. It was a beautiful day down there. And it finished my day off. So, in the comments, guys, put the length, the size, the weight. and let's see what you think. But as you can see, today is Sunday, this is Sunday morning, and I'm still grinning about it. But I didn't realise at the time what I actually had. I was so hyped up with the rod cranking over, the ratchet was ripping off. So make your own assumptions, guys. I don't really care what people put in there. Any comment's a good comment, good or bad. But I hope you enjoy this next clip. It made my day. Perseverance pays off. I'm about half an hour from going home. I cast my rod out, I just sat there. I turned around, I had a massive slack line but I had a load of weed on it. Reeled it in, and then it started pulling, and I was like, what the hell? Guys, welcome to 2026. Look at the size of the mouth on it. Prime condition bass. And it's just about to go back, I'm not keeping nothing. I was expecting to go home with a total blank, and that took off. What a beautiful winter bass. Look at the size of the belly on it. Absolute beauty. One beautiful bass, guys. Just about to go back. Thanks to a chap to the side of me, took a couple of pictures. You just got to be careful on these rocks, that's all. They're very slippy. Right, now we're in deeper water. There he goes. There he goes. There he is, top of the water. Happy days, guys. That's made my day. You don't get better than that. Just getting a bite on my other rod, just about to say. I could not get the camera on. Big slack line and it took off like a freight train. I've been here nearly 5 hours. Not a bite. And then I had that beauty. If that ain't worth a subscribe for the patience, time, effort of me coming out fishing and showing you guys. Persistence pays off, pure and simple. That I probably underestimated that bass, but I reckon a good £7. It was massive. Bit of struggle getting it back, but I should have put it back in deeper water. I thought I'd go down to the shoreline and get that bass back. But boy, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I can't stop grinning. It was brilliant. And then watch it swim off eventually, fins up, out the water, angry as you like, to fight another day. I was literally about to go home. I put my last bits of ragworm on, so I've probably got about half an hour and I knock it on the head. What a finale to this video, guys. It don't get much better than that for a day's fishing, and you're blanked majority of the day till now. Getting some beautiful bites on the rag. Can I put a plaice out for the end of this video, guys? That's the question. Let me just put the camera around a little bit. Can I do it? Can I get a plaice? Just getting sunset coming down. Beautiful sunset. When I get a fish, can I get a plaice out? That's the question. It'd be nice to get a plaice. Just tighten that down. It's going to be one side. Tighten that down a little bit. Just to get that bass. Over the moon with that. I was literally ready to go home. I'm ready to go home now. I've literally used all my bait up now. come back. You guys, I've got a couple of friends turn out, a couple of subscribers that have been fishing over generally to the beach today. They popped down to Sandbanks today. So I'll have a quick chat with them, keep an eye on that guys. I'll bring you back with an outro. Hopefully we can get a place. Right, this is it guys, going for broke. The rod's still tapping away. I've put that rod away now, I took the rig off. Can I do it? Can I get a place? Oh, we got weight. Yeah, we got weight on there. Can I get a place? I'll have to get down here. I'll wait till he's close. That was my whole plan of the day, was to get a place. Can I do it? Something's on. I think he's just come off. It's just come off. No. Is he there? I think he's just come off, guys. Yeah. We'll never know what was on there. Gutted. That was on the wishbone. Definite fish pulling on there. Absolute devastated. I might just put the last odds and sods of that rag on there while I pat that one down. Absolutely gutted. I can feel the fish on there. Darren and his buddy here. See the fish on there. What a gutter. I'm going to load that up, guys. I'm going to give it 10 minutes and I'm going home. Right, I've got the bright light on. I'll put that last one out now. It has been tapping away. Darren and his mate's just left there. They're going to head back to the Melksham, I think it is, or something like that. That's last cast. I'm going to put my camera gear away now. I cannot believe, I reckon I lost the place on the one before that. Absolutely gutted. I can feel the fish on there as well. But that's the way I'll roll. It's the way it is. But massive thank you for spending a Saturday afternoon doing what I love, what I enjoy, and you're seeing what I get up to in my fishing life. To get that bass out was the creme de la creme. I could not be happier pulling that fish out. Still grinning about it now. So here's a nice bit of sunset at the end of my video. It finished my day off lovely. One rod's away. That rod's going to get stripped down in a minute and I'm going home for my dinner. I'm absolutely starving. So a massive thank you guys. I know it's a bit of a hard video to watch from the start, but at the end I think it's worth it in my eyes. Like, subscribe, comment, share, everything else that goes with it. Laters.